you are able to hear me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the I Can't Believe It's Not ACC Championship. Now we're going up to one of the most favorite circuits from what I see of the drivers. Tourist Trophy Circuit Assen, located in the Netherlands. It's a pretty wavy track and all. Having lots of corners that go left and right, and a few short corners that seem to be part of the straightway, but are actually good enough for some side-by-side racing. I'm sorry if you heard some sort of notification sound. That's because it's my cell phone. My family told me to keep my cell phone. My cell phone notification sounds pretty high in order for me to be able to hear them. But I'll see if I can try and keep them a bit low for now. Anyways, yes, this is Tourist Trophy Circuit Assen. As I've said before, it's the second Netherlands track after Circuit Zandvoort, which is basically the home circuit of Max Verstappen, who is the current Formula One World Championship driver. Who's the current Formula One World Driver Champion. He's currently facing off with Charles Leclerc for the Drivers' Championship, and on this weekend they'll be racing in Baku. But here, let's just focus on the competition that we're going on right now. I can't believe it's not ACC. We've got Rick Binnersley, Marco Badowski, Dirk Gretschel, Rigel, Mark Hockett, Marco, Christian Tinkler, Audi, FX, Shaq, who's apparently a new driver. We also have Charger and Mad Owl. Currently only 12 drivers, it seems. Also, it looks like the settings have been updated for the directors app. Drivers are currently going out for a small warm-up. We just had the qualifications end up. Rick Binnersley is currently in the lead. He's going to be in pole position, actually. Sorry. Marco Badowski will be in second place. Dirk Gretschel will be in third. Rigel will be in fourth. Mike Hockett will be in fifth. Marco will be in sixth. Christian Tinkler will be seventh. Audi will be eighth. FX will be ninth. Chax, who is apparently the new driver, will be 10th. Charger will be 11th. And Mad Owl will be 12th. Okay, everyone's organizing themselves here at the garage as we begin to get ready for the grid formation of the Assen race. Everyone's beginning to line up on the grid. Apparently, only 12 drivers. It seems. It does feel like it's only 12 drivers, but let's see. Let's see if it's only 12 drivers or if there's more. Hopefully there's more. Everyone's spawning in on the grid. There's Binnersley on the pole position. Marco Badowski on his right. All right, everyone's up on the grid. Seems like it's only 12 drivers then. Lights. The 5 lights are on. Let's get ready. And here we go. We are racing at TT Circuit Assen for the I Can't Believe It's Not ACC Championship. Rick Binnersley is in pole position. Marco Badowski did not have quite a good start as Rigel is coming up for him. They go into the first corner. A little bit of contact there. Gretschel was run wide. A little bit of trouble at the back as well. Everyone managing to stay close together here for this 1-hour race. They're heading now into turns 3 and 4. That's the roundabout after the start. It seems to be going pretty cleanly for now, but there has been a lot of contacts around there at the first corner. And is that an Audi R8 LMS, like the old one? That car does stay quite competitive after so long. Here they go. It's turn 6 and 7. As you saw, TT Circuit Ascent is used for motorbike races. That's why it's called TT Circuit, because TT means Tourist Trophy, and Tourist Trophy is that crazy motorcycle race that happens like at Isle of Man. But Ascent is pretty good for GT racing cars as well. Here we go. We're following Dirk Greshow on board as he tries to race for Rijo and Rick Bittersley. Rick Bittersley managed to get a good getaway from everyone on this first lap. Everyone was beginning to scramble around. Roger, Audi, Tinkler, Stocks. Marco did not have a good start. Marco Badowski. Marco Badowski did not have a good start, and he's dropped out of fourth. As Hawkhead, Mako, Chax, Tinker, Audi, Charger, FX, and Al all following up on their positions. Looks like Audi just ran off a bit wider. We're completing the first lap and heading into the second. Bittersley still in the lead. Rijo is in second. Greshow is in third. Marco Badowski is in fourth, looking to attack him, but not quite enough yet. Everyone's going pretty close to each other. Now we're following inboard with Marco Badowski. He's right at the back of Dirk Greshow. They're going on turns 3, 4, and now it's turn 5, which is the hairpin, before they head into the straight. That straight gets into turn 6. Now we're following with Dirk Greshow. Everyone's still maintaining a good and balanced advantage over here. Some of them already crossing the 1 second advantage mark. But everyone is still pretty close together. Dirk Greshow doing a small mistake there, going a bit wide. This can give Marco Badowski the advantage he needs in order to be able to overtake him. Everyone's still pretty close together. Everyone's still administering their advantages. Anyone's ball game for now here. Rick Bittersley still holding his lead. He started in pole position. He's currently still holding his good lead for now. Yeah, this is turn 18 before the start-finish line. They're heading into lap 3 now. Rijo, Greshow, and Badowski all close together up here for a battle for the second place. Rick Bittersley is managing to pull away from everyone. Turns 3 and 4 now. Rick Bittersley is still pretty close to everyone. There's Matt Al charging for the last place into 9th. It's kind of funny that I'm saying that he's charging into 9th place when he's just past Charger as well. Sorry, unintentional pun, did not take it into account. Rick Bittersley is now being targeted by all of the back drivers. They're getting pretty close to each other. Rijo still under attack by Marco Badowski. Rijo is trying to attack Bittersley while under attack by Dirk Greshow. Greshow is still under attack by Marco Badowski. Badowski. Everyone's still pretty close from each other. Everyone doing a few overtakes at the back as well. There's Ali and Shax having a battle there at the back. They're trading positions. But everyone's pretty much close to each other. Marco and Aldi have dropped back from the pack. I see. This is a lot more simplified. That's incredible. Looks like the director app is a lot more simplified than I expected. It's a lot better for me to be able to interact with things now. It's really great. All right, we're currently still following on the lead battle. There's Dirk Greshow with Marco Badowski, Rijo, Rick Bittersley, and there's also Mike Hawkett also joining in with the battle. Trying to experiment a bit with these new camera. not a valid camera. Oops. I seem to have done something bad. Auto director? Uh-oh. Really sorry, technical difficulties. This is not what I wanted. I'm really sorry. Oh dear, this is getting difficult. I'm really sorry, watchers. Uh, oh dear, I'm so very sorry. I am so very sorry. I'm so very sorry, viewers. I was trying to test out the different camera views that I got on the updated race director that I have here, but I ended up messing with the camera. Oh dear, I'm so sorry, people. I'm sure you probably lost a lot of footage of the race. See, this is why I prefer to be on the commentating crew rather than the TV crew, because if I try to be on the TV crew, I'm gonna mess up, and sadly, this is what happened. I'm so really sorry. I'm so really sorry for this happening.
It's okay, all fixed now.
Anyways, lucky that we managed to get back at the race at the very least. So now I'm just gonna leave it in the auto director so that doesn't happen again. But for now, currently, still quite a lot of battles. Looks like Charger, if you're still here, did you get into an accident or something?
No, it was. I don't know exactly. The car just felt, I don't know, detached from the steering. I was all over the place, and then I lost it on one corner and smashed into the wall. I was pretty wrecked. It's a bit weird. It's like a force feedback issue. I don't.
I see. That's why you're out of the race. Well, that's that. Okay. Force feedback issues. I guess it's kind of like as if it was some sort of steering issue. I think it happens sometimes in racing, like in real life.
Yeah, put it down to mechanical failure.
Yeah, there we go. Mechanical failure. Yeah, pretty much that. A mechanical failure, but not of the car this time. Of the racing simulator. Since you say it was a mechanical failure of the force feedback.
Yeah, if for some reason on that one lap where I crashed, the car just didn't feel right at all. I was missing the apexes and all sorts.
Yeah, I think Jax is currently having a similar issue. He's running wide quite a lot here as he's being chased by FX. His Audi R8, that's the old Audi R8 LMS. And from what we can see, he's probably running wide all over the place. Look at that. He's on the outside. FX is gonna, and there we go. He spins. He's probably having some similar issues, maybe. But he wasn't having a good race there as well. His Audi was going on the outside a lot, way too much on the outside, getting off. He was probably having some similar issues as well. In any case, everyone seems to be doing okay so far. Mike Hawkett is still chasing after Marko Badowski. They're around 1 second. They're around 1 second of advantage. Actually, everyone's beginning to have like 1 second of advantage, except for Rick Beersley, who's already gotten away a bit. Dirk Bradshaw has also gotten away with a bit, separating the two packs, the lead pack and the back pack. And Audi is pretty far from Matt Al as well, though Audi is also pretty far from FX. Who's currently attempting to have a scrap with Tinkler. Rajo is probably going to try and attempt to keep up with Bittersley so he can attack him. Bittersley is still in the pole position. He started in the pole position, and he's still defending his position. Rajo is in second. Badowski managed to overtake and headed into third place. It looks like something happened between Mike Hawk. Looks like something happened for Dirk Gretschow actually, since he's dropped down to fifth with Mike Hawkett getting his fourth position. Marco is in sixth. Manal is in seventh. Audi is in eighth. FX is in ninth. This is Christian Tinkler that we're following. He's in 10th. He's still chasing after FX. And that was Tax at the back, who was already abandoned the race. He was in 11th place, but he's already abandoned as well, along with Charger. Charger, have you ever raced? How many times have you raced in Assen before? Like in simulations? In simulations.
I think I've only raced it in RaceRoom, to be fair. I think I've only raced it 2 or 3 times as well.
So not a lot, basically.
No. I think I did this. I did a race in F3 around here.
Wait, you did a race in F3 on the simulator, like Formula 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm pretty sure the circuit could work with Formula cars, especially the lower classes, Formula 2 and Formula 3. Formula 1 already has Zandvoort, and pretty much Assen is from what we can see, it's a pretty tight track, it seems, and I can see why it can work for motorbike. It was even used as one of the rounds for the SBK Championship, the 2020 Championship. The 2020 round here wasn't done because of the obvious, but it seems to be a pretty good track, tight track for more for bikes instead of cars. But we can see the cars are running really smoothly here.
It's a great track. I've got to be honest. It's a really good track. Some great corners.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree. It's 18 corners from what I see on the map. Like there's the first and second corners which are followed up. These are the third and fourth corners that Christian Tinkler is going through right now. Heading into a hairpin, that's the fifth corner. Before going into a straightaway, heading into the sixth corner, which can either be on the motorcycle layout. It can either be an earlier corner that heads into a straight, or on the layout we're using right now, it can be this corner up here that's coming up now, and then it heads into the seventh corner, and then heads into an eighth corner, then afterwards followed by a long straightaway that heads into the ninth, and then getting into another long hairpin, 10th and 11th corners, heading into the 12th. And then after that, we head into the 13th and 14th corners, which are only very fast corners, which should be part of the straightaway. Then we head into the 15th, which then leads into the final chicanes, the 16th, 17th, and 18th corners, which follow up after the pit entrance. This is Christian Tinkler having a bout with FX. Uh, 35 minutes and 10 seconds to go, it seems. Rick Beardsley still in the lead. Raijo is in second place, and Badowski's in third. But Badowski is managing to get closer to Raijo. I'm just afraid of changing drivers, because that might happen again. I just said that I wanted to keep it on auto director, and that's Christian Tinkler going wide on turn 5. FX got really close to him now. We can try and see if he's gonna attempt to overtake him into turn 6 and 7. No, he's a bit far. Is that turn 8? No, yeah, that's definitely turn 8. So the layout must have must have changed. So I guess I'm seeing not an actual layout of the track from what I searched, because that turn 8 has a little chicane from what we saw. So I might not be using the most accurate version of the track. That's the first time I see that chicane over there. This is dear FX going a bit wide there on turn 15. Now we're heading to 16, 17, and 18. But FX just went a bit wide there. He's going to lose a bit of ground, but he's still he's still managing to keep up with Tinker. Ooh, he's really close. It was really close there. All right, we just changed to Matt Al and Marco having their own battle on turn 8. I believe those are additional corners as well. Fast corners always seem to be an addition. Oh no, contact! Matt Al has done contact with Marco, and the two have spun out at the exit of turn 9. At turn 9, from what we saw. The two of them have spun out now. Audi kept up with them and managed to overtake Marco. I'm seeing the directors. And now he's going to manage to overtake Matt Al. There we go. Audi overtakes both as Marco and Matt Al just got involved in a spin. All right, meanwhile, we're currently over here seeing the battle between Marco Badowski and Raijo. The two of them are using Audi R8 LMSs, the most recent one. Audi seems to have gone to the pit stop. He's not out of the race, but from what we can see, everyone's beginning to do their pit stop. We're less than 32 minutes to go on the race, so everyone's going to begin doing their own strategies at making the pit stops. We saw Audi and FX doing their own first. Who else gets the pit? For now, FX and Audi are the only ones that have done the pit stop, but everyone else will have to as well. Definitely just one. I believe that's how the rules work on this race. You get one obligatory pit stop. But from what we can see now, the strategies are going to begin to be played out. We've got less than 31 minutes to go, which means we are going to get halfway through the race now. Looks like I managed to find an updated map of the track. It does include the short. It does include the short chicane at turn 8. I managed to find, but every other corner just has different names altogether. All of them in the Netherlands language, so they're a bit hard to speak. So basically, the first corner. The corner of the straightway is named Ha-Bocht. Second corner, Madijik. The third and fourth corners are Ossebroeken. Oh dear, I'm totally fumbling those words. Am I not? And then comes the Herpenstruben, which is followed by the long straightway called Wenslang, which follows into Ruskenhoek, which are turns 6 and 7. Then there's Stekkenwouw, turn 8. Debuut, turn 9. Mandeven and Duikaslot, which are turned 10 and 11. Melvenma, which is turned 12. Volgehede, which is turned 13. Turns 13 and 14, actually. From Shoek is turn 15. And turns 16 through 18 is the Gestimet Bocht. As you can see, they're really hard to say. As for me, Brazilian, it's pretty much that region, really. That region's languages are all like associated with the Germanic or German language, so they're a bit hard to pronounce. It's I'm just sticking with the corners numbers for now. I'm just sticking with the corners numbers, really. Trying to speak them while transmitting the race is really hard. Yeah, everyone else is beginning their pit stops. Looks like that was Spinnersley. Raijo and Badowski are also beginning to make their pit stops. Looks like that's Mike Hawkett. He skipped. He's probably going to make a pit stop later on. But yeah, the three leaders are doing their pit stops right now. Maddow is skipping the pit stop as well. He's probably already done the pit stop, or maybe not. There's really no way of knowing. The only first people I know who have done the pit stops are Audi and Effect. Rick Beardsley is just coming out. That's Christian Tinkler as well. Podolsky and Raijo returned to the track in 4th place and 6th place, respectively. That's their press show. Since he was with the leaders, he probably also stopped already. That's Marco in front of him, so we do have the potential for a battle. We do have the potential of a battle here for this next half. Yeah, there we go. I can see from the directors here. Mike Hawkett is doing his pit stop. Medal is probably going to have to do his own pit stop as well, which means Rick Beardsley is still like the de facto leader of the race. There's this whole thing because when a leader pits, we still consider them as the leader because the other drivers that might end up getting past him will not be pitted, will not have done the pit stop yet. So technically, Rick Beardsley was still in the lead. Now Marco Badowski is coming through. Mike Pocket and Matt Au are doing their pit stops. Raijo is going to be behind Christian Tinkler. No, Raijo is going to be behind Christian Tinkler. But maybe Christian Tinkler himself. Yep, there it is. Christian Tinkler has done his pit stop as well, so he's going to be in P4. Mike Hawkett has probably already done his pit stop, but he's still in 4th place. Oh, who has that coming out? Oh, that was Matt Al. Dirk Brescio is still behind Marco. Matt Al has come out of the pit stops now behind Audi. That's an intense battle so far, Dirk Gresham and Marco. Gresham needs to be really careful here because Marco and Maddow had that contact exactly there at turn 9. Gresham needs to be really careful here if he wants to take on Marco for this battle. For this battle where they stake the 7th position. They have to be careful with their brakes. They have to be careful with their positioning, just so they don't end up making contact. But even if they do make contact, I'm at least glad the drivers managed to respect common sportsmanship. After they make some contact and end up overtaking the driver, someone then give the position back, or if the driver that made contact is still ahead, they slow down so they can still get a fair fight even after the contact. But still, being careful is always a better choice. The Gresham and Marco still pretty close to each other. That's some great fighting so far. Meanwhile, Maddow is trying his best to keep up with Audi as well, having his own battle. Is he using the first gear a bit too dangerous? Like you could end up spinning out if you use the first gear on corners. The Gresham side by side, but Marco managed to defend his position. Okay, that was even a jump there on turn 6. It's turn 7. Then we hit turn 8. Yeah, the chicane. Yeah, that chicane on turn 8 is almost so not noticeable. I guess that's why it's not counted as a corner. Gresham getting really close to Marco. They're going for turns 10 and 11. Gresham is trying to go on the outside. They're side by side. They're hanging on the back stretch. There's 13 and 14. Gresham is going to come out on the lead. They're coming out of turn 15. Turn 16, Marco's going to have the advantage. Pretty good side-by-side combat. Gresham's not going to give up yet. He's going on the outside of Marco again. They're crossing the start-finish line for the next lap. Gresham still has a disadvantage of going on the outside. They're turn 1. Gresham's still pushing for the outside, and he's managed to overtake Marco. Incredible combat. Incredible combat between the two. An incredible overtake by Dirk Gresham. He's taken the 7th place now. Marco's not going to give up that easily. He's going to try and get back. Small contact there, but luckily no one spun out. It looked like there was some contact there, but it's good that nobody spun out and that they can still fight. We've got 21 minutes remaining on this race. This is met out, and Audi, they themselves are having their own scrap. This is turn 15. Now they're heading to turn 16 through 18. What is it with racetracks and having chicanes at the end of a lap? Like chicanes like that, actually. There's met out going on the inside of Audi. Now he's taken the 5th place. Incredible overtake there, right at the start-finish line. I can't say much, but it's still a good overtake. It's good to see overtakes happening in the race. 20 minutes to go. It's good to see a lot of overtakes happening in the race. That's what the fans love to see. Battles, competition, side-by-side drama in racing. That's what everyone loves to see. He's going to see if he can try and keep up with Maddow in order to be able to take back his position. Not much happening at the front. The top 3 are evenly placed between each other. Rigel sadly has already lost a lot of advantage from Mike Pocket, but But so is Matt out here. He's pretty far from Raijo as well. Well, the battles are mostly happening at the back, with currently Maddow and Audi having the most intense one, as they're both close to each other. There was also Dirk Gresho, Marco. There was also Dirk Gresho and Marco earlier, and Christian Tinkler is already pretty far. Although FX is getting close to him. Now he's still doing whatever he can in order to keep up with Maddow. Maddow managed to overtake Audi at the start-finish straight away. Audi still took everything he can to try and take it back. Now on board with Maddow. Audi's still up there at the back, attempting to keep up with him. There's 13, 14, 15. Maddow is still managing to pull away from Audi. Audi's trying not to give up on his chase, but it's getting really hard. 17 minutes remaining of the race. Not a lot of action except between these two. Meanwhile, Gresho has already pulled away from Marco. And it looks like we're still going to get a bit of an interesting battle here. Gresho seems to be getting closer to Audi. While Maddow is managing to be able to pull away from Audi. But we're still going to get some interesting battles, just not between who we expect. Gresho slowly edging towards Audi over there. 50 minutes and 30 seconds. So we're still going to have one more quarter of the race to go. I say one more quarter because if you count the 60 minutes, there's 45 minutes, which is already one quarter of the race done. Then there's 30 minutes, which is half of the race. And now coming up, it's 15 minutes remaining, which is basically 3/4 of the race done, and now just 1/4 remaining. There we go, 15 minutes left now. Audi's still doing his best to chase after Maddow, but now he's got to be careful behind him. Gresho is coming up. That Corvette is really zippy. Probably a lot more zippy than the Ford Mustang we saw at the beginning round, which the beginning round, which happened at it was a Czech circuit. Yes, it was a Czech circuit. I don't remember very well which one it was though. Hang on. Yeah, there we go. Now I remember. It was Autodrome Most. Yeah, at Autodrome Most, we saw a few unusual cars like the Ford Mustang GT3, the Ford GT GT3, and but this Corvette just managed to stay competitive. We saw Manasisko at Motegi back then when he had the lead. And now Dirk Gresham here, having gotten really close to Audi now and managing to be able to attack him. Coming up with the last corners. Does the Corvette seem to have more top speed? At least that's what it seems like. He's going to try and look on the outside, but he doesn't have enough space to try and overtake. Audi has got to defend his position however he can. Oh no, he's gone wide. He's gone wide on turns 3 and 4. Dirk Gresham is going to see if he can take this opportunity to overtake him, but Audi's not going to give up. He's on the inside of turn 5, the hairpin. They're not going side by side on the straight. No. Audi's going to manage to stay ahead. This is going to be crazy. Wait, is Dirk Gresham going to try a bump drafting? Is Dirk Gresham bump drafting? Was he bump drafting? Was Dirk Gresham bump drafting over there? I almost didn't see it correctly, but it looked like he was bump drafting Audi in order for them to be able to keep up with that Matt now. What? That just goes to show you that bump drafting is able to work on literally every kind of racing category, not just NASCAR. GT, here on the GT racing, it's happening. And if you guys remember, one day it happened on Formula 3 as well. Although it was not called Formula 3. It was called GP 3. Still, it happened. It happened. I'm happy it happened because it's a really effective strategy. Coming up on turns 3 and 4 again. That's Matt Al still up in the front. Audi's managing to defend his position good. Audi is managing to defend his position greatly. Still up behind him is still fitting him the draft. Dirk Gresham is gonna have to thank Audi later for the drafting. Just trying to get close, not too close, but still not close enough to be able to try and overtake. Going for turn 8 now. Dirk Gresham still has lots of opportunities to overtake. We're less than 12 minutes to go, and we're soon going to be 11 minutes to go. That was close. Soon we're going to be 11 minutes to go. Dirk Gresham is still has quite a lot of opportunities to be able to make his move. 11 minutes might not seem like much, but they are. They very much are a long time of racing. Formula E has 45 minutes of racing, and even if they're not 1 hour, they still feel pretty long, probably because of the circuits too. Recently, they just raced in a special purpose-built circuit for Formula E at Jakarta. Dirk Gresham still being fed the draft. Audi is being fed the draft to Matt Al. All of them managed to get closer together. And now it's pretty much a freeway battle. It's pretty much a freeway battle now. Matt Al trying to defend his position from Audi. Audi trying to defend his position from Gresham. Gresham trying to overtake Audi. Audi trying to overtake Matt Al. Everything's just back and forth with them. Ten minutes to go, folks. We're on the last stretch of the race. Coming to turns 13, 14, and then 15, there's an opportunity. Dirk Gresham's going to take it. No! Audi defended his position. That was almost a great opportunity. That was almost a great opportunity for Gretchen to take advantage of, but sadly there was not enough space. Focusing on Dirk Gretchen here. He's having a chance on the outside. Audi must have done a mistake there on turn 7. There we go. Gretchen has managed to take the 6th place. A bit of quiet for a focus on this intense battle. But Maddow is now under threat by Dirk Gretchen. Gretchen's going to try and keep up with him. And now that he's overtaken Audi, Gretchen's going to try and see for his chances against Maddow. Everyone's pretty much spread out on the lead pack. But here the battle still rages on. He's gotten really close now. Those are the last corners of the circuit. Hang on. That last corner of the circuit feels familiar somehow. I don't know. It just feels like something is a bit of a deja vu on that last corner of the circuit. Like it's as if I've seen it in a video before somehow. I don't remember which one, but I know something happened. But I know it was a video about sportsmanship in motorsports. So but it does seem pretty familiar to me. Probably something happened in Aston. That showcased some sportsmanship in motorsport. Dirk Gretchen tried to look on the inside here at turn 6. No good. Maddow's going to defend his position. Was that a supercar challenge or something? The two are pretty focused on each other here. We've still got not a lot of the race remaining. Only 6 minutes. Actually, 6 minutes and 6 minutes and 30 minutes itself. No, now it's 5 minutes. Okay, maybe time is maybe the time is not synced here. Dirk Gretchen still attempting to attack Maddow, now with less than 6 minutes remaining. Look at that, Dirk Gretchen taking the ultimate inside line on turn 2. Turns 3 and 4, but Maddow managed to defend his position pretty well. Going to turn 5, Gretchen try the outside, to no avail. Still lots of things that can happen. Audi's already gone. Audi's already gone from Gretchen's rearview mirrors. Maddow still has to contend with Gretchen on his own rearview mirrors. And everyone at the front is just chilling. Gretchen coming up to turns 13 and 14. He's right close to Maddow. Trying to get his rear mirrors to let him know he's there. Turn 15. Not enough room for an overtake. There's 16. That was close. Almost a bit of contact. Pretty close. We're gonna get 4 minutes remaining on the race. Dirk Greshel still trying to attack Matt Al. They're going into turn 1. They're side by side on turn 1. Greshel has the advantage here. Still side by side. They're going on turn 3 and 4. Still side by side. Greshel finally managed to overtake Matt Al right on the last moments of the race. Dirk Greshel now needs to be able to keep the position here. Matt Al's gonna attempt to. Matt Al's gonna attempt to look for a way to get past him again. And Dirk Greshel keep his space going in order to be able to keep his position. They're going on turn 6 now. Turn 7. Dirk Greshel's going to be able to stay there, eh? He's overtaken Matt Al for 5th position. He's overtaking him on the first corners off the circuit. Turns 1, 2, and then 3 and 4 where he had a little side-by-side scuffle. But he's managed to defend his position and is now in 5th place. 3 minutes to go. He managed to pull this off on the last moments of the race. Ah, dear. Wait, no, I actually, oh, I thought I did the mistake again, but, no, that did not happen. I thought I did the mistake again. Luckily that did not cause anything. Luckily that didn't cause anything. I thought I did a mistake again. I was trying not to touch anything. I touched something by accident, but luckily nothing changed on the transmission. We're still up. Dirk Greshel did an impressive overtake on the end of the race. He's in 5th position now. We don't have a lot more of the race to go now. But Dirk Greshel will be able to manage to keep his 5th position. 2 minutes to go. So then, to refresh the list, Rick Bittersley is in the lead after managing to stay in pole position for most of the race. Marco Badowski is in 2nd place. He's returned to his original place on the grid after having lost it because of a really bad start. Mike Hawkins in 3rd. Rijo is in 4th after having lost the momentum of his initial good start. Rijo's in 4th, from what I said. Dirk Greshel is in 5th after having managed to overtake Matt Al on the last moments of the race. Matt Al himself is in 6th place now. Audi is in 7th. Marco is in 8th. FX is 9th. And Christian Tinkler is 10th. Yeah, FX probably managed to overtake Christian Tinkler somewhere around in the race. But the main battle was between Dirk Greshel and Matt Al for one of the middle places, which are the highest. 1 minute to go now. Rick Bittersley is going to manage to cruise until the end now here. He's less than 5 seconds away from the 2nd place, but there's not much that is able to be done now. That's Christian Tinkler, who's in last place. He's beginning to be lapped. That's Marco Badowski behind him. Now I can remember the cars. Now I can remember the cars of it. Marco Badowski's there behind him. FX is in 9th ahead of him, and he's not exactly far, but less than but close to 2 seconds is still pretty far. That's Rijo. We just need to see if there's gonna be one more lap, and there's probably gonna be one more lap. Yeah. Yep, there it is. We are gonna have one more lap. Rick Bittersley just crossed the line before the clock struck 0. So now we just have one more lap to go. Intense battle from the mid pack. A little bit of a malfunction of the system there. Again, I'm really super sorry that I'm the one that caused it. I was trying to see how was I able to try and direct the controls, because of the updated UI for this app is much better on the phone now. Like on computer, that menu screen probably was still working. Nate's here; he's definitely hearing me, so he knows I'm talking about this. Like that that menu UI was probably pretty good for computers. But this UI that I'm currently seeing right now on the cell phone is much better. It allows me to try to focus on people better. It allows me to change cameras better.
If you're using the UI with the cars on it, don't hit the FR camera, and it should be fine.
So that's the problem. It's only the FR camera, right?
As far as I know, yes.
Okay, so at least we know how it works and what was the issue. But here we go. We're closing the finish line here. Rick Bittersley is the winner of the TT Circuit Ascent of the I Can't Believe It's Not ACC Championship. Marko Wadowski is going to finish second. Christian Tinkler over there, arriving in 10th place. That's Mike Hawkett, having one last battle with Rachel for the finish line. What? Oh my God! That was a side-by-side finish. That was a side-by-side finish, and Hawkett managed to keep his first position. Holy hell! Hawkett and Raijo having one final duel over the line. Dirk Gretschel is going to manage to keep his 5th position. Madow's going to finish in 6th. Audi's coming up now to finish in 7th. Then there's Marco over there. He's going to finish in 8th. And then there's going to be FX behind him. Holy hell! That race still had one last moment of battle between two drivers, Raijo and Mike Hawkett. Raijo and Mike Hawkett having such a close finish. That was really close. Rick Bittersley, of course, your race winner and the fastest lap. Wow, that was some crazy racing, right up there until the final moments. I guess that's gonna be it for this round then. Thank you for watching. Again, really sorry for the technical difficulties, but I gotta stress again. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying this little race we had, the little moments we had, and I'll see you all on the next race mission.